work I leer.
Expectations burning in my brain. Don't try me, don't push me, I'm not playing that game. I'm a lady, but you ain't got a pity. Think I'm standing here just to look pretty. I'm not one for the little black dress. I praise the girls with that finesse. Lady, not a honey, not a baby, not a diva. Just a fighter, how I drive her. A lady and a worker giving orders. Not a wife, just living lifetime wine and water. Lady, not a darling, smiling for you. Not a diva, no, I'm not dramatic either. A lady, broken politics and lipsticks. Just wearing pink, see what I think. I'm working these colors. Sometimes I think that I can go it alone. I'm fearless and laugh and throw me off from my throne. Not afraid to ask when I need a hand, but it don't mean I'm any less grand. I'm not one for the little black dress. I praise the girls with that finesse. Lady, not a honey, not a baby, not a diva. Just a fighter, how I drive her. A lady and a worker giving orders. Not a wife, just living lifetime wine and water. Lady, not a darling, smiling for you. Not a diva, no, I'm not dramatic either. A lady, broken politics and lipsticks. Just wearing pink, see what I think. I'm working these colors. I welcome some kindness, it'll always be free. I thank my friends, that's what they given me. But don't be mistaken, I'll never be weak. Just watch your mouth, don't call me princess. Lady, not a honey, not a baby, not a diva. Just a fighter, how I drive her. A lady and a worker giving orders. Not a wife, just living lifetime wine and water. Lady, not a darling, smiling for you. Not a diva, no, I'm not dramatic either. A lady, broken politics and lipsticks. Just wearing pink, see what I think. I'm working this color.
Well, we're the Kirshon Commandos, way up from Westeros. We've never had a gaffer and we've never had a boss. We'll build the biggest oil rig that you've ever came across. I just remember we're the Kirshon Commandos. Every single morning we get awakened by a sight. Get up, you idle buggers, won't you pull the finger out? What do we get for breakfast? Well, it's 7 pints of stout. Just remember we're the Kirshon Commandos. We're digging down a dusty hole till we can hardly speak. Summer, sunshine, rain or snow, we seldom stop to sleep. We work for 40 hours a day and 14 days a week. Just remember we're the Kirshon Commandos. We're the Kirshon Commandos, way up from Westeros. We've never had a gaffer and we've never had a boss. We'll build the biggest oil rig that you've ever came across. Just remember we're the Kirshon Commandos. just remember we're the Kishon Commandos. Well, we've never joined
Two, two, test, test, check, check, check.
We've never joined the army. We're not
1, 2.
We'd rather go to
How we doing, chat? Afternoon. Afternoon, afternoon, afternoon. Why is this always so weird? What's the crack today? Thank you, Sweepin. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How's everyone's day been? How was your morning? Afternoon, Robin. What is the crack? Liz, how's it going? Hey, subscribers from day one. Subscribers from day one. Did you get your presents? Did they arrive? I got a couple of messages from people. It's a couple of screenshots. They got their gifts. Open Horizon, what's the crack? Welcome back. And Callum as well. All the gang is here. The gang is here. So, gang, I've made a Discord server. It's so we can hang out forever at all times. I got mine grand. Yes, happy days, happy days. Hope you enjoy it, guys. Couple of CDs for everybody. Good afternoon. Is this the Burn Watching channel? I'm looking forward to seeing Swallowtail. Yes, we will get you. We will get you that. Your request. All right, Sammy boy. What's the crack? So, my son's watching at home. Isn't that lovely? Mr. Sean Harrison, I've got a gift for you. I'm going to drop it off at your house. Possibly tomorrow. Possibly tomorrow. I'll drop it down your chimney. We joke there. Chimney's bust. Clarabella, what is up? What is up with you? You having a good time? So I've already had a mega busy day. Mega busy day today. I was actually meant to be filming today, but it got moved. The days got moved, so I'm filming tomorrow instead because the weather's looking worse tomorrow and they had some outside stuff to shoot tomorrow, so they moved that stuff to today. You're going out, killer. Absolutely brilliant. Have a great time when you do go out. Yeah, so it got shifted. It got shifted to today. So I wasn't meant to be filming tomorrow, but now I am. That's a bit better. Don't have to shout. So today we're going to be doing some mixing, getting some work done. Getting some work done. And you guys are welcome to just put me on in the background and chill out and hang out with me. Hang out with me. Have a good time. I might see you. Maybe. You're seeing me right now. This is good enough. Okay, so I'm just getting my computer ready. Getting some stuff sorted. Let's look at the pad of instructions here. This is all messed up after my son Sam was playing with it. Oh, first time. First page, look at that. I'll be doing something else, but I'll keep you in the background. Yeah, I highly recommend that. Chill out, have me in the background like radio. Hop in the chat if you ever feel like it. What's your Discord? Let's figure that out. Let's get that sorted. Okay. It's called We Studio Records. We Studio Records is server. Now, if I click this, I'll get a link for you all. So, here's the Discord link, last 7 days. If you want to click on that, join. And Discord servers are fun because we can be in chat at all times. So just drop me a message whenever you want and I'll get back to you. It's like a group chat but for cool dudes. Wow, look at that. 2 people joined straight away. Happy days. Sweebin's in the server. I'm going to send a message to you all. I could spell. There you go. Secret message on the Discord. So if anybody wants to join, do day one Discorders get a gift? They probably should. Probably should. I'll speak to the boss. I'll speak to the boss, see what I can get you. Look at that. Loads of people in Discord already. Will we just patch this Twitch stuff and just hang out in Discord? No, we got work to do today. We've got work to do today. So, Iain Wilson. That's what we're mixing today. Oh, yeah, animated GIFs. Love it. Love it. Guys, you got to hit that Discord link. Hit that Discord link and join. The best of crack will be happening there. So I'm going to keep that over there. If any of the Discord people want to send me funny messages, feel free. Hop on. And I will get the rest of this stuff busy. First of all,
Captain, we're being hosted.
oh, thank you very much for the host. Clarabella, hosted with 1 viewer. That's what I'm talking about. Right. Tidy desktop is a happy desktop. So let's get Pro Tools up and running. What have we got here? We got Sean Addison, we got Sweden. What's Sweden sending? Some Max Verstappen stuff. Fab, yeah, love it. Some F1 stuff, me likey. You guys looking forward to your F1 race on Friday? You should stream that. I'd watch that. I'd like that better than real Formula 1, I think. So let's open up. Do. So this is some Face the West from like 2012 or something. Oh yeah, Baku. I quite like Canada. As long as you don't hit the wall on the last chicane, Canada's fun. Well, yeah, Baku. Baku's a pain. If you've got damage on Baku's a pain. If not, then it's a bit more forgiving. Problem with Baku is you've got to take the last few corners at full pelt, and if your front wing isn't intact, it's game over. Everyone just gets you in that last straight. I'll stream on my Twitch Friday night at 8:30. Yes, you can watch Sweden do really great and me roll my Williams. Fab. It's a date. That's a tune by Jane Hepburn, by the way. One of the best fiddle players to ever come out of this place. Absolutely banging it. This one's Fun Life. The castle turn. Yeah, the castle turn, that's where you lose your wing, and then the rest of the track after that is where you got to that you lost it. It doesn't help that my pedals are broken. You got pedals and wheel. Yeah. You should be doing all right once you set that up. Spinning a bit less. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, Iain Wilson. So we're just gonna get mixing done. We're gonna get bang, 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 getting the sound good. Next track, getting the sounding good. Next track. I've got settings that I mixed for drums for a different project that sound good, but it's the same drummer and the same drum kit. So I'm gonna pull them settings in and tweak from there, which should get us most of the way there. Or it might sound absolutely horrible when we start again. We'll see what happens. Right. Up on the ditch. Boydie, I wonder what he's up to today. Any messages from Boydie today? Not yet. Seems like it. Oh no, it's pretty rough out there in the sea. I doubt he'd be fishing. was saying, Clarabella? Remember when we were in a building and was on Skype to another school 3 years ago? I don't remember. I don't remember. That's my memory, though. Struggle to remember what I had for breakfast, but I had pancakes. So I'm not struggling that bad. The hawker. Callum Dan. We won an award for this music video, by the way. Does anyone want to watch the music video I won an award for? Nearly lost my life making. We're down a gear. What's it called? Oh, thank you very much for the like, William. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're going to be doing some mixing. And we're going to be doing some watching Pete and Diesel at the moment. So let me pause that because you're just about to listen to it again. Let me just find the right video. So this was a Saturday with me and the boys. And we... Where is she? Yeah, so let me talk you through this video. Pete and Diesel, Callum Dan's transit van. So this is out... if you're local in the Outer Hebrides in the Isle of Lewis, this is out near the dump or the recycling centre, and this is Stornoway Skip Hire or McLaughlin's. Good friend of the band, absolutely lovely dude. I filmed his wedding, just an absolute champ. So he let us loose in his space actually. So we went up one Saturday and with a minimal plan. All we knew was there was a van that we could get running. That's all we knew.
I think that looks alright, does it? Happy? Hey guys, we're out here at Stornoway Skip Hire, just about to...
So this is filmed with Uli's phone, I think it was. So that's why there's loads of wind noise in the microphone, which I tried my best to get rid of.
Record a music video. Can't wait to get started on it. Hope you're all well. Hope you're all well. Are you alright? Yeah. This is going to be a disaster. This is definitely going to be a disaster.
So I decided when I was filming it, you can set the camera up differently. So I set the camera up to have like no depth of field, so stuff in the background doesn't get blurry. Can you see this? Like everything's still kind of in focus at the back. Normally with DSLR cameras you can have the aperture wider, which would mean that Uli would be in focus but everything behind him would be bloody. It gives a bigger sense of depth. I didn't want that. I kind of chose to film this so it would be flat, so I wanted it to look like it was getting filmed on a phone basically. I wanted that lo-fi kind of non-perfect music video look. I made it look worse on purpose, basically. And it's actually getting shot at twice the shutter speed as well. So normally you'd shoot the shutter speed double the frame rate. So if you're filming at 25 frames per second, the shutter speed should be 50. But I put the shutter speed to 100 for two reasons. The first one is when it's playing back normal speed, everything looks a wee bit jaded and jaggedy when with movement. It's kind of like The Walking Dead in the zombie part where they're like coming out and everything's kind of freaky. It adds to the action. And the second reason is because I was actually filming in 50 frames per second, I could play it back at half the speed. So it's kind of like a slow motion for the action bits. Because we only had a wee bit of strip to play with, really. There wasn't much road here, but we had to film it in slow motion to make it look like they were going longer, and we did lots of different angles to make use of the space. I hope this is interesting for everyone. If you don't care about it, let me know. We can get to work. So this is a camera that was found there. This is a Callum Dan. This is actually Boydie's father, who we grabbed. We put some fancy sunglasses on him, and we gave him some Pete and Diesel merch. The idea is he's meant to be a Pete and Diesel super fan. And this is kind of like an origin story for Callum Dan, where this is the first, like he's been spoken about in songs before, but this is the first time he's appeared. So this was quite a while after the album came out, because everyone was asking, who's Callum Dan? Does he exist? His name is actually Callum, which is useful. And yeah, he became Callum Dan. We dressed him up. And we made the story that he was just a super fan, and you don't know what's happening through the whole video, but at the end he kidnaps Boydie and crashes the van and gets him back. So I had to kind of fake this. If you see here, because it's so bright, the camera would never pick this up, and we didn't actually post this until later in the day. So as you can see here, it's like 15:31, but we actually filmed this early in the morning, and it wasn't until the afternoon the boys posted this teaser. So so I made this. I took a screenshot of my phone and I put it here. You can see here right in the nail, his nail just kind of goes over the screen. Do you see that? So this is actually a photo. This isn't a video. I took a photo, I pasted this on, and then I pasted the video on top of it. It's not quite lined up, if you can see. We were in a rush, and it's only for a couple of seconds. And then what I did was, while this video is playing, I had movement. I added movement to the actual photo to make it look like a video. Now I've said it, it'll look awful, but you wouldn't have noticed before. Cutting corners always. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. So watch this. Can you see that? So that the video is actually moving. So, where is it? The video is moving and the photo's moving to, award. I won an award for this video. Maybe it was because of these fantastic special effects. So there you go, Lemons. There you go. Cutting corners, but I win awards. There you go. You'd never know. So, Trad Award winning music video of the year. Very proud of this nonsense. Very proud. Pretty sure I saw the same effect on Christopher Nolan's new film. Yes, this is mixed better than his one too. Oh, thanks for the like, Ross. Thanks. Hang out with us this afternoon, my friend. We're going to be doing some cool stuff. So, again, there's no spray paint coming out of here. Just pretending some added effects. Master of Foley. And here, when he hits the number plate on, I think that's me hitting the table. Like just here. Just this table right here. That was good enough. There we go. So this van was actually spray painted maybe 6 months before this. It was the boys decided to hop at the beginning of lockdown, or like a couple of months after. The boys decided to hop in the back of a lorry and travel around Stornoway, playing music out of the side of the lorry to just like a wee nice thing for their fans, for the local people, just to make a racket. Everyone was stuck in their houses and proper lockdown. So they decided to bring the music to them. They thought it would be a really nice thing to do. And it was. There was people standing outside their houses with their kids waving and everything. But one funny part was they got this wrecked old van and they spray painted this on it. Or, well, I think it was actually Dave McLaughlin and the boys. And they put it on a trailer behind the trailer the boys were playing on. And Callum Dan was sitting in the front seat. So we thought they'd gone to this much work, we'd better use it for the video. So at this point, the van was smashed. We smashed the van by this point, by the way. And we needed to hide it because as soon as we got the van running, it took a wee while to get running, the battery and everything. As soon as we got it running, Innes smashed it straight away. And we had to use that smash. Luckily I was filming, luckily I was rolling because he was just getting used to the place. Luckily I was rolling, and that's the smash that happens near the end. I'll show you. But in the meantime we had to kind of like hide it. You can kind of see here. See how it's dented in here? That was our repair job to make it look semi-decent. He's not moving here. The van's still, I just told him to pretend like he was in Thunderbirds, and I just moved the camera and the gimbal. See, it's crazy. What a crazy day we had.
We all know a man like Coward Dan, and he drives a
Absolute class miming there.
in a transit van, comes flying.
So this was the longest part of the video. I had to drive to Balalan, which is about, I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour out of town just to get this one shot. Because this was the inspiration to the whole song, you know, welcome to Balalan. At the Hawker, you know, please drive carefully.
At 106, he nearly lost it on the verge, ended up in the ditch. At the Hawker. At the Hawker.
Hope you're enjoying this run through of this video.
At the Hawker. At the Hawker.
So it's a mixture of slow motion and sped up stuff and normal stuff. We just rattled this out on a Saturday morning. So there was a ramp there, and see this here? That's where Innes smashed. So he came flying this way, hit up over the ramp, and he didn't have enough traction for the brakes to stop before he hit this. I'll show you in a bit. So here's the story. The boys were saying they're practicing here. 10 minutes if you drive right. Yeah, if you don't listen to Boydie and don't drive carefully, yeah, it could be 10 minutes. So that the story is, Callum Dan saw them on social media that they're playing here. He saw what it was and he came to steal Boydie. He had everything else. He had like all the merch, so he thought, just go steal Boydie.
I really want a shot of this machine at the Hawker. At the Hawker.
This is
The Hawker.
just Pete and Diesel's
At the Hawker.
their mind. Like halfway through, Boydie said I needed a toilet, and I was like, well, let's film it, and it became part of the story. Well, that's not actual pee. That's a water ball. You'll see it in a second. But the kids love this bit. Bit of humor.
Turn up the stereo and chipper down a gear. I think we'll have to stop at the shop for a beer. Robbie Bear
Comedy
is on the
editing.
phone and he's looking for a turnip. Let's get out of here quick. Give it a loudie to a burnout at the Hawker.
It's so silly. Look at the state of that van. Look at the. Oh man.
At the Hawker.
So this is Innes's actual pickup. He decided to give it a good thrash. So we had this vehicle, there's Boydie in the back. How we filmed that was just stationary, but the boys were rocking it, and I was inside it with Boydie. We just kept the door open a wee bit for some lighting.
At the Hawker.
Smoke emitters, boys and girls.
Well, it all went to
Taking liberties with this, with the ramping the speed.
That's when we realized that we were losing the water. I thought I could smell a funny birdie from the clutch. A collie dog came running out from behind the
I mean, the production choices are 100%. Oh, let's slow down here. If you notice, this van is in perfect condition at this point, so you can guess what's coming. Yeah, like the production unreal effort gone into this. Well, yes and no. It's not far off what I do at work. Smoke emitters. Yeah, don't we all? Don't we all? Don't we all? So, a lot of this was improvised on the day, and that's kind of how it works. And the choices I have are like creative ones or technical ones, like how to film this, or it's really hard to make something good, but not good on purpose. Like there's a fine balance between, if you make it too good, it turns into not Pete and Diesel. If you make it too bad, it's too bad. So you've got to be like a nice little golden spot where it's them, you know. So this was right at the beginning. So Innes had just got the van going. He's driving it just now, having some fun with it. And he came around this corner, and there's a ramp about here. And once he hits the ramp, he's got no traction, right? The thing's bouncing around like that, and he's got no brakes. And we fixed it up and carried on. And then at the end of the day, Dave McLaughlin came down. He gave us another wrecked car to play with, which we added into the storyline. But also he told us about the security cameras he had. And I was like, is there any chance we could see them? And he's like, yeah, sure. So we went into his office, and I filmed the screen of his security camera. We rewound until we found the crash So the actual security camera of Innes crashing is in the video too. So I kind of spliced it all together to make it dramatic. That's the actual security footage. That's the actual smash. Yeah, see that again.
And a funny birdie from the clutch. A collie dog came running out from behind the church. At the hawker.
Here it comes.
At the hawker.
It's nearly the end of the video straight away.
At the hawker.
Just so glad I was rolling. And then that's fake. Like that was later on. We parked there, and Cal and Dan pretended he smashed it, and then we got this broken car to play with as well, which was still running. We had a specialist on site, stunt driver, to do some moves with this. And that there was the closest we came to calamity. That moment there, Innes is coming around this corner. The Renna was coming around the other one. But what they didn't realize was there was a tire in the corner, and they went past the tire at the same time, and it just thinned the space they had, and it was like, whew, it was a moment. You can see it. There. That was like, oh boy! Just nuts. Now, this is all sped up. It's much slower in real life.
What the f just happened?
Lovely. There you go. Award winning. First time I've ever won an award, I think. So, Pete and Diesel. Perfect ending there. We actually have a few outtakes, a few different ones, and they're all just hilarious. It's hard to decide. Hard to choose. Okay, so we're going to do a wee bit of mixing here. Let's have a listen to see where we're at first. I'm going to take off this mastering plugin. Let's listen to see where we are. I think all I have to do is sort out the drums, to be honest. What is your problem? Why are you not working? Computers. Who's the pain? BTM. Great stuff. Thanks for showing us that. Anytime, Hey Bunter. Anytime. My knowledge is your knowledge. Good crack. We're hoping to do another music video very soon. Once we find Boydie. Okay, this guy's struggling. So what we're gonna do is find the culprit. See down here, you can see like delay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save this as another version. Still standing 3, and then I'm gonna commit some of these tracks. Hello. How are you doing from Canada? Do you have occupational health and safety officers on the island? After I saw that video, I was wondering. Yeah, absolutely. We had everything sorted. Yeah, nice and safe. Actually, I did know a health and safety guy, and he fell off his roof. So, make of that what you will. I think he was alright in the end. Should upload the outtakes from the video. Yeah, maybe we should watch it here. It's on my other computer though, so it's a bit awkward. I'll have to plug it in. So let's commit these electrics. Just easing off some resources. Seems to run better when I'm not streaming. I've got some upgrades for this machine actually, but I just haven't had time to whip the machine out and put them in. One of them's a bit awkward because I've got a SSD hard drive, which is kind of getting a bit full. It's for the main like operating system drive, but I need to back that up into another as is, and then put that image onto a bigger SSD drive. It's a bit awkward because I just needed to work, you know. I don't want to be installing drivers and programs. I just want to have a bigger operating system drive. So there's things like that. Just got to have a take the computer apart day. And it's awkward because it's in like a rack and it's in under my video editing computer. So I need to unplug everything in the back. Clone it, works every time. Attaboy. Attaboy. Does that work for PC too? I've not really... I used to work in IT and we used to ghost lots of machines, but I don't think I've done it since Windows 10. That works better. So as you can hear, the drums need a lot of work. Yes, happy days. Thank you very much, Zen Monkey. It's a Saturday job, you know. Use a Joe Caddy. That's a good shout. Might do that before I actually put it into the machine. You can, oh, you still struggling, computer? What's your problem? Okay, we've got old drums here we can actually get rid of. Because we've got new real drums. Trying to see what is causing this compensation here. Weird. Have I got... Strange. Should be working better than it is. I'm mixing drums just now, so it'll be useful. Cool. Well, we're going to do a bit of cheating today. So this is totally dry. And we've got kick, snare top, snare bottom, tom 1, tom 2, tom 3, and 2 overheads. Sounding sweet, but it's too natural. So what I'm going to do is close this. I'm going to put this audio below, and then I'm going to take in drum settings from another artist, another mix that I did, and we're going to start from there. So import session data. So let's find the correct project. Choices, choices, choices. Okay, so here is all the tracks from that session. So I've got to find the correct tracks I was using. It's a bit of a mess because it's showing the tracks that are hidden as well. So here we go. Kick. Oh no, wait, that's the originals. There we go. So drums, stereo folder. I might have to call it something else because that might be the same. And I had drums, mix, bus, extra. And I had another drums one here somewhere. Or maybe not. Let's go with that. Afternoon, Kyle. Received the 2 EPs. Yes, you got your present. Day 1 subscriber. That's what you get. You get cool presents. Oh, everybody, I have a Discord. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? Here's a check at the Discord. There's Boydie, man. And Sean Harrison. Happy days. So I'm going to put the link of the Discord. Actually, it was up on chat. I'm going to copy and paste it again. If anybody wants to join us on Discord. It's like a chat server to get a hold of me anytime. Here it is. Proper fans hang out in that place, that link there. That's how I can let you know the crack when I'm anywhere, doing anything. Thank you, the beaver. Yeah, nice to see you there, pal. Okay. So what was I doing? Okay, so these drums are pulled in. But what I need to do is I need to drag these tracks down to these tracks. So let's see, kick, snare, two snare tops. So first thing I'm going to do is put these all to waveform. There's a couple of takes here to choose from, but I'm going to go with the latest take. Unless there's anything I don't like, then we're going to come back in here and retrieve one of the previous takes. So we need that and that. And what I'm going to do is hold down Alt and the Windows key, but it's actually caps lock in mine because I've changed my keys. Oh, wait a minute. Undo. So this kick here. Oh, this is the wrong one. Oh, no, it's not. So this kick here is stereo because my mate DC exported a kick drum as a stereo file, which is a bit of a pain. So I'm just going to duplicate that. So I've got 2 kick drums, and then that'll work in the stereo track here. Pull that down for tom snare top. Pull it down for another snare top, which I think is going to be triggered. For a sample, snare bottom, tom 1. DC only has 2 toms, so we'll have to do that. And then duplicate this for tom 3. We'll check the settings in a wee bit. Again, they are in stereo, so I'm just going to duplicate that one. Pull that down. Tom 3 is now stereo. Oh, no, wait. That was wrong. That's mono. So we'll call that tom 3. Then pull the overheads down. Now we have, if I get rid of these drums, we have kind of mixed drums. Sounds good, doesn't it? Now, there's nothing at the moment because these are sending signals to triggers, which means they probably need to be pumped up in volume before they work. So I'm going to select them all, and in Pro Tools it's Shift and the Windows key. Then you can just scroll up. Now you can see them triggering. Now this drum bus goes to here and here. There we go. Discord will be handy for gaming as we can chat over it, especially for cross-platform gaming. Yeah, boy. S.A. McClay, did you ever use dial-up bulletin boards in the 80s and 90s? Now, BBS boards weren't big. BBS boards weren't very big in where we come from. However, we did have news groups. And there was a chat program called ICQ. Me and my mates used a lot. And then after that, MSN Messenger. But no, not BBS. I think when we were in dial-up, we were connecting computers together rather than dialing up onto the internet. Because then the modems were fast enough to do 1 versus 1 gaming. So if we wanted to chat, we'd go into like Quake and just chat in Quake. Just type in chat. Wasn't fast enough for audio. Yeah, these drums are pretty good, right? Pre-internet times. Yeah, okay. But before my time, I think I arrived 95, 94 or 95. The birth of HTTP. These drums are sounding good, by the way. It's got to be pumped, I think. So this master fader's down. I'm going to pull that back up and we're going to work on the balance of everything. Now the new drums are here.
We've got that feeling about us.
Iain singing too
You've got
loud.
that feeling about us. Standing back there watching all things you've done, looking up and down, you've been heavy-handed. People gonna try to get you down. You need to pick up your dreams and walk on. Walking down the same road you've been down before, looking up and down, you've been heavy-handed. People gonna try to get you down. You need to pick up your dreams and walk on. 'Cause your dreams keep falling. I'm still standing. The world keeps spinning. Your bird bridges simmer. And dreams keep falling. And I'm still standing alone.
Remember the internet cafe in Church Street? Yes, I do. Captions. Captions. Oh, Captions was amazing. Anybody local went to Captions. So Captions was the beginning of my entrepreneurial journey, by the way, because none of us could afford to go there because it cost something like £2.50 an hour. £2.50 for half an hour and £5 for an hour, something like that. And we were 13. We couldn't afford it, but we were desperate to play multiplayer games. So I went into the many memories of gigging this tune and shooting daggers that were ready for dropping the tempo. Atta boy, giving it stacks. Thank you for the like, Steve. Thanks for hanging it. Yeah, this is a new version of this tune. Yeah, Captions. So on it, I went to the owner of Captions, tender age of 12 or 13, and I said, if I organize a whole bunch of people to come on a Saturday night, could we have the place from 6 until 8 and we'd all pay £2 each instead of paying £5 each for, well, £10 each for 2 hours. I guaranteed that I'd bring loads of people down and pay £2 each. So yeah, he went for it. Thank you for the like, Tony. Please hang out, watch us, make some cool stuff. So every Saturday night, me and a whole bunch of dudes rollerbladed down and we'd play Duke Nukem and Warcraft 2 and Quake and Command and Conquer, all these cool multiplayer PC games. And yeah, it was heaven. It was absolute heaven. And there was only like 5 machines. So I'd organized like a, what's it called? Like tables and like shootout competitions. Warcraft 2, absolute brilliant game. Amazing music on it. And so we did all that, and there was prizes at the end. People would win like mouse mats or chocolates or something. I can't remember what we'd organized. Yeah, it was heaven. And the people that weren't, there was only like 5 machines, so the people that weren't playing would stay outside and then watch Simpsons or something on the TV in the corner, and we'd eat microchips. That was a cool place. That was such a cool place. I think that was the beginning of my business days. It was also the beginning of my IT tech support days. I'd get a phone call on Saturday morning saying the computers weren't working, and I'd rollerblade down and I'd give them a hand getting it back on the internet. Heaven, absolute heaven.
You've got there's something about you, and I've got there's something around. And we've got that feeling.
Let's get this sounding good.
Us. You've got that feeling about us. Standing back there watching all things you've done, looking up and down, you've been heavy-handed. People gonna try to get you down.
That's not far off what we need already.
Your dreams and walk on. Walking down the same road you've been down before, looking up and down, you've been heavy-handed. People gonna try to get you down. You need to pack up your dreams and walk on. 'Cause your dreams keep falling. I'm still standing. The world keeps spinning. Your bird bridges simmer. And dreams keep falling. And I'm still standing alone. Oh.
Sounds good already, huh?
You've got that something about you, and I've got that something around.
Can you chuck the Discord link back up? Yeah, absolutely.
We've got that feeling about us. You've got that feeling about us. Are you ever gonna see
What are you saying, David? Cool stuff. I have to go start the pumps for the fish. Yeah, you could look after these fish, brother. There's the Twitch link. Maybe I should put in like my description of my page or something. Anyway, there it is for the now. We'll sort that out later. One problem at a time. Anytime, Kyle. Anytime. So, what I don't like, I actually like most of the drums. There's no reverb on them yet, though. I'm just looking to see where the sends are. The sends would be different for this project and last. 15 and 16. On the road to nowhere. Okay. 1 and 2 is going to this reverb. Let's have a listen. Maybe it's very subtle. That's better. They feed the plants in the hydroponic system. Wow. That's cool, David Nickel. Is that in your PC? a fish cooled system. That snare sounds better now with that reverb. I like that reverb setting. What's it at? Large chamber A plate, 2 seconds. It's cool. Okay. You guys hear that noise? This guitar solo? Get that man a prize. Get that. Oh, 2 of them. Does that sound like Moidy to you? Yes. That is Callum MacLeod himself, the Boydster. I needed an 80s solo, and I couldn't think of anybody better than the boy himself. So phoned him up, down he came, absolutely nailed it. So that needs work. That needs a wee bit of EQing and stuff. But let's focus. Excuse me. Let's focus on the drums first.
You've got there's something about you, and I've got there's something around you, and we've got that feeling about us. You've got that feeling about us. Standing back there watching all things you've done, looking up and down, you've been heavy-handed. People gonna try to get you down. You need to pick up.
The overheads are picking up the kick a wee bit too much, so I'm just gonna pull them down a wee bit.
You've got there's something about you.
It's a bit better.
There's something around you.
The overheads are bringing the realism, but sometimes too real, you know what I'm saying?
You've got that feeling about us. Standing back there watching all things you've done, looking up and down.
It's a bit better.
People gonna try to get you down. You need to pick up your dreams and walk on. Walking down the same road you've been down before, looking up
These are a wee bit too basic for me, I think.
Pack up your dreams and walk
I might put some chorus on them.
Dreams keep
That's cool, huh? Chorus. I'm going to put in. So I don't know if you were here yesterday when I was it yesterday? The day before. The day before I was playing with loads of synths and I had my Juno 6 down there. And there was a magic point in that video where I turned the Juno's chorus on and it just made the synth go, it was like here and it made the synth go bang! I'm here. So what's cool is we can go in here and I can go into modulation and down here is an emulation of here it is, the Tal chorus. This is an emulation of the chorus section of the Juno 6. So let's just leave it off and then put it on and see if it makes the guitar sound better. Hear the difference. Before? After. That's one button just sorted. Let's see what it sounds like with all the other guitars together. Because they're all going through this chorus now. There you go. Fits. Let's get the compressor working on them. Pull down the threshold a bit. Yeah, there's a tone here that I'm hearing clashing with the others, so I'm just going to loop this round and identify it by pushing it higher, make it worse, and then I'll pull it back down once I find it. That's it there. Sounds like a Radiohead. Let's get in there, boy. So that sounds so much better. I love this. I think this is free, by the way, this plugin. If you want a really quick, nice chorus. Again, this is before. And this is after. It's exactly what I wanted.
You need to pick up your dreams and walk on. Walking on the same road you've been down before. Looking up and down, you've been heavy. Go try to get.
I might put it on this too. Don't ask me what synth this is, I can't remember. But I'm just going to hold Alt and then I can drag this to a different one. Better. I like that. I'm going to give it a bit more. So, looks like I've EQ'd the living daylights out of this. I'm going to EQ it a bit more. Help it cut through.
You've got that feeling about us. And you never gonna see how it could have been fun.
So that comes in the chorus. No, I think it changed my mind. It works quite well.
Down before, looking up and down, you've been heavy-handed. People gonna try to get you down. You need to pick up your dreams and walk on. 'Cause your dreams keep falling. I'm still standing.
I'm going to put a multi-band on the drums.
Keep spinning your mind, bridges seven, and dreams keep falling. And I'm still standing alone. You've got that something about you, and I've got that something around you, and we've got that feeling about us.
And then Boost the drums up.
You've got that feeling about us.
There you go.
Ever gonna see
Got a bit more separation there.
being fought that road?
Chill's a bit better.
Stranded fast, gonna try to run your mind. You need to pack up your dreams and walk on. Walking down the same road you've been down before. Looking up and down, you've been heavy-handed. People gonna try to get you down. You need to pack up your dreams and walk on. 'Cause dreams keep falling. I'm still standing. The world keeps spinning. Your bird just seven. Dreams
Keep falling.
I'm still standing.
So, too much stuff going on in the synth now. With it was totally fine when I had much more simple electronic drums, but because of the drums we have now, they're taking up so much more room, which is cool. But we need to make space. So I'm just going to listen to this guy needs thin day. Getting there. Everyone doing okay? Everyone following? We're tuning, we're EQing synths. Making sure we don't lose anything. I'm gonna put a compressor on this. That'll be better. There we go. Gonna get rid of the low end of this. Just making room. Oh, this is quite cool. System's going through a guitar amp. This one, Chris Lord Algae one. I've got a little sub. It's coming together. I think that's a synth sounding a bit better. Let's reverse a wee bit and listen to it with the rest of the track.
You've got that something about you, and I've got that something around you, and we've got that feeling about us. You've got that feeling about us. Something back there, watching all the things you've done, looking up and down, you've been heavy-handed. People gonna try to get you down. You need to pick up your dreams and walk on. Same road you've been down before, looking up and down, you've been heavy-handed. People gonna try to get you down. You need to pick up your dreams and walk on. 'Cause your dreams keep falling. I'm still standing. The world keeps spinning. You're burned.
Okay, so I'm liking this, but I wasn't liking the vocal rider. I felt it was pulling it down at the wrong time. So I'm going to hide that. I'm going to commit this. So this is our vocal track kind of ready. And then I'm going to duplicate it. And we'll see how that sounds. Just to help get it to the right level without distorting the single channel. Oh, as long as it doesn't crash. We're saying it didn't crash. Just taking its sweet time. That's cool, that Discord. I better get it on my phone in case anyone sends messages when I'm not on my computer. Can you get it on your phone? Should we look into this stuff? So I'm planning to get like some cool stuff. Like, I feel bad people subscribing to me not giving them anything extra. So let's get some funky emotes going. Maybe I'll get some channel points. We can do some fun stuff. Definitely an earworm, my boy. Sounding very cool. You have sorted the dump very nicely. Fish, all well and happy. Happy days. Fish are alive. Hurry up, computer. We don't have all day. What we do, but hurry up anyway. So I'm talking through my Sound Deluxe U195. You'll see it. It's a cool microphone. I've been using it. I've been using it kind of if I need to have a wider space to talk, because it kind of keeps my voice at a decent level when I'm far away. It was handy for like the synth stuff, or when Sam was here, my son. We didn't need to be so close to the mic to talk. But I was using the Stealth before. This one. This one. It's by this is by Aston. It's quite a cool looking mic. So this is a dynamic mic, but I'm using this one, which is a condenser mic. Large diaphragm condenser. I like the sound of it. Just playing about. It's the only chance I get to play with microphones these days till I get people in. Oh, I have big news actually about getting people in. Let's duplicate this first. So I have not one, but I have two new signings on the record label. Da, da, da. And both of these new signings, you will be able to... sounds clean, looks retro. Yeah, it's a good mic. You'll be able to watch their journey in the studio from day one. So both of these people that have signed are going to be recording in here, and we're going to be streaming it on Twitch. The very first recording session to the very last final mix, and it'll be cool. You guys are going to be around for every bit that I'm here for. There's going to be a few times where we send these projects to other people to work on whatever they are, and it's going to come back a bit further along. Yeah, COVID times. We've got to do things like that. But if I'm involved with it, or if I'm recording it, it's getting streamed. You guys can check it out. I'll be explaining the microphones I'm using, multi-camera, so I'll be firing off to the camera in their room so you can watch them recording. It's going to be cool.
You've got that something about you, and I've got that something around you, and we've got that feeling about us. You've got that feeling about us. Standing back there watching all the things you've done, looking up and down, you've been heavy-handed. People gonna try to get you down. You need to pick up your dreams and walk on. Walking down the same road you've been down before, looking up and down.
That's a good question, Lewis. If you had to choose a studio dynamic mic, what would you choose out of an SM7B or Aston Stealth? I much prefer the SM7B. In every way, really. It's a better sound. I find the Stealth is good, but it's a bit pre-mixed. Do you know what I mean? Like, the SM7 seems a bit flatter, and it seems a wee bit easier to mix it the way you want. The Stealth seems a bit brighter. It seems like it's already mixed. That's why it's kind of handy for stuff like this, because you don't need to worry about it. You just plug and play. But in terms of studio stuff, I like flatter mics, and I like to mess with them later on, or through hardware on the way in. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a 7B. The only thing I'd say this really has above it is the output of this is so much better. The output level. You can fire phantom power into this dynamic mic, and it turns like a little purple thing on. and then the output level is just banging. It's really high. In fact, it's even higher than this. With a 7B, if you're using that mic on a quiet source, like a quiet voiceover or picking acoustic or something like that, you have to turn your preamp up really high. And if you don't have really good preamps, you get loads of hiss. So you need to get a good preamp, or you need to get like a gain increaser kind of thing to put into your XLR lead into the chain, which costs maybe around like 60 to 120 pound. Crowd lifter, there you go. 7B with a cloud lifter, and you're home. But by the time you take the price of the 7B and the cloud lifter, that will bring you to what? Something like 400, 450. Is that right, Lewis? But the Stealth is 300, I think I paid for mine. So is it £150 better? No, you got to take that into consideration too. But I like having both. I mean, I used that Stealth on a vocal probably last August or September, and it's one of the best sounding vocals I've ever done. But it was much more because of the type of voice. It was a really unique type of voice, and that mic just suited it down to the ground. McCoy's all day long, my friend. McCoy's all day long. If you've got a choice, if you're heading for your snack. I don't really like Brannigans. I'm not a fan.
You've got that something about you.
Right, let's just mess with levels. Pull the drums down.
And we've got that feeling about us. You've got that feeling about us. Standing back there watching all things you've done.
So the guitars are too loud.
People gonna try to get you down. You need to pick up your dreams and walk on. Walking down the same road.
Beef and mustard, nah, I'm not a fan.
You've been heavy-handed. People gonna try to get you down. You need to pick up your dreams. Standing back there watching all things you've done. Looking up and down, you've been heavy-handed. People gonna try to get you down. You need to pick up your dreams and walk on. Walking down the
They seem too meaty. They don't sound meaty at all here. And they're soloed, weird.
Pick up your dreams and walk on. 'Cause dreams keep falling. I'm still standing. The world keeps spinning. You're by
So let's just tame the volume of these synths a bit.
standing back there watching all things you've done. Looking up and down, you've been heavy-handed. People gonna try to get you down. You need to pick up your same road you've been down before. Looking up and down, you've been heavy-handed. People gonna try to get
So this da 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 is with this guitar.
looking up and down, you've been heavy-handed. People gonna
So what I might do
try to
is
get you down. You need to
pull
pick
this
up
guitar
your
to one
dreams
side,
walk on. Walking down
and then the da 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 to the other side.
before. Looking up and down, you've been heavy-handed. People gonna try to get you down. You need to pick up your dreams and walk on.
That works better.
'Cause dreams keep falling. I'm still standing. The world keeps spinning. Your burn bridges simmer and dreams.
I like the one ba 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 ba. Can you guys hear that? Get out. This is my stream, Sean Harrison. This is the Wii Studio Records stream, not the beef and mustard rubbish crisps choice stream. That's over there. It's after the Formula One sim racing crashes of Friday night sessions. I really want people to hear that more. So I'm going to give it some more with this clip. Okay.
Try to get you down. You need to pick up your dreams and walk on. 'Cause your dreams keep falling. I'm still standing.
I just need that to cut through.
Dreams keep falling. I'm still standing alone.
I might put some distortion on it. Get it growling. I'm going to find the Brannigans which you've changed. They're hosting me, mate. They're hosting me. They know they've got to up their game. What's my favourite crisps though? That's neither of them are my favourite crisps. What's my favourite crisps? I'll have to think about that. I'll have to think about that. It's something that changes quickly. I'm not a fanboy. I'm not a crisp fanboy. Know what I don't like though? What was I doing? Distortion. Let's try Devil Lock Deluxe. The salt and vinegar, I'm guessing, belong in green or blue bags. Anyone old enough to be there for the changeover? The Walker's changeover. Messed with the heads.
Standing back there watching all things you've done, looking up and down, you've been heavy-handed. People gonna try to get you down. You need to pick up your dreams and walk on. Walking down the same road you've been down before.
That is a crazy crisp fact.
To get you down. You need to pick up your dreams and walk on. 'Cause your dreams keep falling. I'm still.
That's crazy. Where did you learn that? Crisps go out of date on a Saturday. How do I make this sound good? Crushes the knob. Just blast it up, see if it works.
People gonna try to get you down. You need to pick up your
From
dreams
Tint.
and walk on. 'Cause your dreams keep falling. I'm still standing. The world keeps spinning. Your burn bridges simmer and dreams keep falling.
Now, that is the opposite of what we want. That is the opposite of what we want.
People gonna try. The world keeps spinning. Your burn bridges simmer. Keep falling.
When we distort it, it just gets lost.
The world keeps spinning. Your burn bridges simmer and dreams keep falling. And I'm still standing alone. Oh.
We're going to try a multiband. See if that gives us what we need. Retro classics. Ready salted chipsticks. Pickled onions. Space Raiders. Quavers? Is that a retro classic?
I'm still standing. The world keeps spinning. Your burn bridges simmer and dreams keep falling. And I'm still standing alone. Oh.
I think that's it. I think the multiband compressor with those settings, I boosted up the high end.
Dreams keep falling. I'm still standing. The world keeps spinning. Your burn bridges
Drums seemed a bit quiet now though.
keep falling.
Maybe more snare.
Standing alone. Oh. You've got that something about you.
And skips, yeah. Hey, thank you for the like, Andrew. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Looking forward to having you in the studio.
And walk on, walking down the same road you've been down before. Looking up and down, you've been heavy-handed. People gonna try to get you down. You need to pick up your dreams and walk on. 'Cause your dreams keep falling. I'm still standing. The world keeps spinning. Your burn bridges simmer and dreams keep falling. And I'm still standing alone. Oh.
Okay.
You've got that something about you.
Let's listen to the vocal levels for the rest.
And I've got that something around you. We've got that feeling about us.
I'm gonna put this, my C4 setting on here.
About us. Are you ever gonna see how it could have been? Followed that road, wouldn't be stranded.
And I'm going to
Run your mind. You need to pick up your dreams
put a
and
trimmer on here.
walking down the same road you've been down before.
This is me just gain staging, just to make sure that this C4 isn't pulling too much out.
You need to pick up your dreams and walk on. 'Cause your dreams keep falling. I'm still
It's starting to blend a lot better now. All right, let's sort Pink Boyd out. So I recorded this. Here's a question: most difficult computer game level you've ever completed? Do you remember the jungle level in GoldenEye? I'd never really played GoldenEye single player. I think I tried to once and I couldn't open one door, so I gave up. So we just stuck to multiplayer. Most difficult game. There's been a few recently that have made me sweat. Sweaty palms. I can't remember. I play so many, man. So here we are, Boydie. So I used 2 microphones on Boydie on his amp. The first one is VMS, so that's Slate Digital's virtual mic, and the other one was a wooden one called a Little Blondie. Let me get it for you. It looks mental. So I've got some microphones here that were handmade in America. 2 seconds ago. I'm going to get some more water. You guys hang it. I will be right back. Yo. Yo. Anyone else big on water? Any hydro homies in the house? So yeah, this microphone. Check this out. So this is it's kind of made of wood. It's got 4 capsules inside it. Omni capsules. Just absolute mental microphone. Ever seen anything like that? So this was like a, what's it called? Science experiment. And here's some proper microphones that they made. So this is like a prototype. That's what this is called. And I was like, I'll take that. I'll see what that sounds like. So here's the others. They look like salt shakers. They're cool. So carved out pieces of wood with an Omni capsule at the end. So I use these mainly for like an Omni mic to get room ambience. But you know, they're good for anything. They're good for anything. They definitely don't sound refined. They definitely have a real sound to them. I find that a lot of mics can be really good for everything, like a little bit good for everything. Whereas this is pretty junk on most things, but amazing at it if you know how to use it, you know. Really, really, really flavored. I know we're talking about crisps. What are you saying, Johnny boy? Crunchies crisps. I remember them. Spicy tomato. My favourite crisps in the world are American Cheetos, not the UK version. Oh, I'll have to try that next time I'm there. Yeah, they mount really easy. I just throw these in like a clip for an SM58. I've got like rubber ones. So I just slip them in kind of funny, kind of back to front. So like imagine the clip and then this goes in, but this end is sticking out the smaller part. That's how I work it. If you can fit it in an SM58 clip, then you're laughing. So that's what we're listening to here, really. That was well timed. Thanks, Katier01. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for joining. So I've got two mics here. This is the... let's ungroup them so I can select them separately. So this is the normal kind of condenser mic that's in front of the amp. And this is these wooden mics that are in the room. Hello, Iain. What Iain is this? So that's the room mic. Absolute nightmare. Yes, please do, Sean. Please do. I got some tuna anyway. Want some? Oh, Iain, how you doing? Long time no see. Are you well? What have you been up to? So let's get this solo mixed in. You're in uni for music. What? Oh, it must be tough, man. Uni for music just now. Lots of Zoom lessons, I'm guessing. That's really interesting, that mic, Sean. Yeah, too much Zoom. What course are you doing? That's interesting. Here, this is the photo that Sean just sent me of the microphone he has. Cardioid mic, kind of shaped like U87. Popular music at Edinburgh Napier. Nice. That is cool, man. Well done. Are you in first year? Well done. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin. Please hang out with us. We're going to figure out what this mic is. Who's up for that? Who is up for that? It looks like a Chinese copy of something. So I say JJ Labs. Labs. Microphone. There we go. Find it, Sean. How many seconds did that take me? Stevens on it too. So, store brand Swedish microphone. It's a good, affordable. Let's see. I wonder if they still sell it. So it's probably like Sweden's version of Toman, you know. Okay, they don't have that mic anymore. But yeah, just that Swedish. I reckon Toman have a version of that exactly the same. Let's have a look at Toman's mics. What we're looking for. Condenser, large diaphragm condenser. Is that close? So it doesn't have switches, but the bottom and stuff looks like the same case. Slightly different head, but I reckon that's the same one. The SC450. The SC440. This is a USB one, but there you go, that's the same case. Probably the same internals. Is that it? No, that's smaller. But I mean, there's like Chinese factories that pop out the same microphones for loads of different companies. Like Toman have it, like Digital Village 24/7. What are their ones called? I know you can get some real bargains with those types. With those types of microphones. But I find with Chinese microphones, a lot of the time they're too bright. Because the idea is if you A/B between a dull microphone and a bright microphone, the bright one's always going to sound sound better by itself. But once you start working with it, it's a nightmare to tame. Fame, is that their microphone? Is that it there? Is that the same mic? No, it's a bit fatter. But you don't know what the internals are. Let's... Hello. Hey, Alan. Thank you very much for the follow. We've been distracted. We're looking at microphones. Here we go. There it is, Sean. This is exactly the same microphone, I bet. 51 quid. Does that look the same? Why we are on the subject, what is the RB500 based on? Does look like an old Sony, but it's not a ribbon the Sony have. It's a condenser. I don't really know, to be honest. I don't know vintage microphones very well, apart from the ones that are still made today. Pass. I've got the Toman 57 copies. They are good, yeah. Yeah, there you go. That's identical. So it's the Chinese company is still popping out the same. The only difference is the logo and this SKE C010B. And that's a C05, so it might be slightly different, but probably the same. Probably the same. You know, probably a lot of mic for the money. Probably a lot of mic for money. For 51 quid, you could probably make. I mean, even that, like, if you went to go buy a shock mount for a mic, it's gonna cost you 20 quid. So that means that microphone's worth 30 quid. It's a bargain, isn't it? Might be a bit bright. You might have to tame to work with it a bit harder. But I'm sure you could get quite far in that. I have, if I find it, in my SoundCloud, let's see. In my SoundCloud, I made something once. I was testing out... No, I can't find it. Tracks. No, I must have deleted it. I had a Tommen 57 and a standard 57, and I compared them, the differences. Somebody see if you can find it. It'll be one of my SoundCloud somewhere. Anyway, let's fix this EQ. Cool. To the fathead lifters for the RBs. Yeah, good shout. So I've got like 4 channels here. I've got 2 warm audio Neve style preamps, and I've also got a Broadhurst Gardens DAV1, which is one of these, which I really like. Loads. Yeah, I've got one of these, and this is like loads of gain, loads of clean gain. So if I'm using ribbons, I kind of pop it through here, or I pop it through the Neves. But I've been meaning to get some lifters just for live recordings, if I'm going straight into the digital desk. Okay, we'll get there. So I'm just going to get the level of this right, then we'll EQ it. Yeah, proper 80s style, huh? So it's too intense, it's too fiery in the middle. I'm going to bounce it around with a delay, just to blend it. Really, it's just so harsh. It's like sticking your head in front of Boydie's amp. Too harsh. So I'm going to use the delay just to bounce it around a wee bit, get it a bit more interesting. Let's see. So so many to choose from, right? Too many plugins. Not enough time. H delay is fun, but I'm gonna go with one that's kind of degrades the sound a bit. What is it called again? What is it called again? It's not Echo Boy. Primal Tap? Is this it? This is it, but it's not this one. There's a better one, better version of it. Little Primal Tap. So maybe Primal Tap. That makes sense. Totally reminds me of the solo in Taking on the World by Gunn. I wish I could listen to that without getting in trouble. Right now. Okay. So this is emulating a early digital delay, and what's good about this is you can mess around with like the bit depth and the rate and stuff to degrade the quality, because it was a limitation of the electronics back in the day. Like if you wanted to double it, you'd half the quality. So that turned into an effect that people grew to love, you know, nostalgia. So here we are. So let's see what it's got. Don't be afraid of presets, everyone. Let's try one simpler. Echo Boy. I always go back to Echo Boy. Always. I know how to work Echo Boy. Quite like that. It's getting there. Thank you very much for the like, John. How are you doing? My neighbour down the road. Are you busy at work today? Please let me know. If you're up to any cool projects. How's the new studio? Working well? Okay, it's sounding good. Too much mid, maybe. No! Stream is disconnected. Where's my internet? Bummer. Internet died. Do 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 do. Whoop. Okay. Reconnecting.